Are we ready? Here we go. Ladies, calm down. Today we're back with another wonderful rage baiting session on VC Podium. All right, let's hear what we got here. Let's go into this debate first.
Wait, what?
Like you said, more men succeed at it. There's nothing to succeed in death. That's not successful.
Well, yeah, but like, I mean, to their goal, like they're trying to off themselves, so they succeed at offing themselves. That's not a good thing. Don't get me wrong. It's not a good thing to succeed at that. I'm just saying more people.
Ooh, that reminds me of something. On the news yesterday, there was like a man like standing on my it was actually like a week ago. A man was like standing on top of like the McDonald's roof, and he was saying that he's gonna jump. And then when the police got down there, he just saw himself, and it was like, what the heck? I don't know what he was doing. He was most likely doing it for like attention. That's my thing. But that's my thing. And most men, they do that for more of like an attention thing because they don't know how to handle their emotions.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna give somebody else a chance, but
Yeah.
I do appreciate you for your statement. All right, Diamond. I'm adding you back. You were pretty intelligent last time. I liked you.
Yeah. Anyways, do we want to go back to actually,
All right.
what
Well,
aspect do you-
I was mainly just here to listen. I honestly just came here to
Oh.
mess around. So I do really agree that men and women are equal, and I would say men do dominate some work fields other than women, but women do dominate like white collar jobs. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's not about men have like 80%, 90% of construction jobs. That means they're stronger than women. It's about the quality of it's about the quality on average of a single person.
Talk about jobs here. Men
Yeah,
do
men
more
are
jobs
going to
than
be
women.
like better physically
So,
because
like,
they
what's
have
this guy
20
yapping about?
kilograms more muscle mass than women. However, in other aspects like intelligence, it's going to vary on person to person. But in gender-based studies, not only have they known, not only have they
Hold on,
not
I'm
only have
so
they
sorry
decided.
for cutting you off. Like I fully agree with what you're saying. I'm gonna add this dude. He said men are better in every possible way. So I just want you
Oh
guys
yeah,
to
you
get
could just like have two people debate at once while you just watch.
Would you like my reasoning for why I said what I said?
Yes, sir.
All right. So think about it. Men are physically stronger. We're bigger. We're smarter. We carry the entire world. The only thing we really need women for is really to have babies. And sooner or later, AI is gonna make that to where we don't even need them. So it's like, what really are they good for? Except that
AI
and
could
make
go
it
to the
look
point
better.
where
Hey,
they
bro,
wouldn't need
keep
any of
talking. You
us.
wait your turn. I'll let you talk. You wait your turn, boy. All right. So back to what I was saying. All right, you keep on talking, bro. You keep on talking. I bet you one of them lefties, aren't you? I bet you one of them
What?
lefties.
Me or him?
You a Democrat?
I'm from the UK. I'm a Green Party voter.
Green Party? You probably support women's rights. Busted ass.
Yeah, I do support women's rights.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
What do you mean? Of course I do.
Of course you do. You sound like one of the ones who'd
Do you
support them.
just hate liberals?
I don't hate nobody. What are you talking about?
Sure.
That's a very strong word. I
Sure.
don't hate anybody.
After contradicting
what about
yourself
me?
2 seconds ago.
How did I contradict
Continue
myself?
with what you were going to say, big man.
Big man. I am
Yeah,
kind of
big
big.
man.
Thank you. I was hoping somebody noticed. But back to what I was saying. When you think about it, what do women really do? Like, think about
They
it.
can do therapeutic jobs. They nurture. They literally raise your children. Like most of the teachers are women. They literally taught the men how to do construction, taxes, etc.
Maybe in your country, but in America, that's not how it
No,
works.
it's a global statistic.
Oh no,
The
it's
global
not.
statistic. Where did you get it? Exactly. Shut your mouth, kid. You have no idea
What do you
about
mean
what you're
exactly? Right. Do you
exactly
want me to
because you
set
don't
it
know
up
what
now?
you're talking about.
I didn't. I don't personally save it on records, but I could get it from
Okay,
my.
then don't bring up statistics if you can't name the statistic. It's that simple. It's that simple. Like, come on, kid. If you're gonna
Okay,
debate,
then.
at least have your facts.
Okay, then let me get a fact right now.
Let's gonna insert that up randomly.
Okay, I'm waiting. Does anybody else have something they want to say? Because this kid is clear he doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't like arguing with uneducated children.
I agree with
Honestly, I don't
you.
know where this argument's going. I will say, all I literally have to say is yes, men are more genetically stronger than women are, and more. I would say women are more highly intelligent in emotional wise than men are.
Lol.
Then why do they cheat?
That has nothing to do with emotional.
Yes, it does. Cheating is
No, it
fully
doesn't.
emotional. All women are cheaters and demons, so therefore they can't really be that.
That is not fully true. But
They're better
women are more emotionally intelligent than it actually
They're
is
better
in
actors.
studies.
They're actors. What study?
Look it up.
What study? You said in studies. What study? You have
In
no idea about
scientific
what
study.
in scientific study is that a website? What is it?
Google. Look it up.
Google, bruh. You don't even know what you're talking about. You can't
Yeah,
even
I do.
name that statistic. Don't bring statistics into anything if you can't name where you got it. It's
Just named
that
it.
simple. You can name the Google.
Idiocy. Just named you.
You named the Google.
Exactly. Idiocy.
I'm gonna make up some
This
fucking
kid-
gibberish to make it actually
Anybody
sound
else who
sense.
is
What do you
actually
mean this
going to
kid?
back their
Explain.
claims with actual facts other than just saying Google or look it up?
Literally look it up.
Anybody else? That I think my
Nope, you're
job
talking
here
to me
is
right
done.
now.
I think I just won this
See, you're dodging
debate.
my question.
These children have no idea about what they're talking about.
I do.
Let jiggle my bells up.
Nope.
Why not?
Not your server.
You could be though. You literally have a KFC bucket on your head, dumbass.
You see exactly. You're doing emotional things. See, you're getting really
Huh?
emotional right now
How am I getting emotional?
because you're making personal jabs at me instead of
I
actually
mean, is
making a
it a
statement
jab or
against
is
your
it a
cause.
fact? Is it a jab or is it a fact?
I have a KFC bucket on my head, but you're flaming it right now. You're making fun of my KFC bucket. That's a personal
What
jab.
about it? And what about it? It's a fact. You have a KFC bucket. What about it?
Yeah, and you flamed me about it. You made fun of it.
Okay. It was funny.
Yeah,
What
but
about
you're
it?
doing it really wasn't. Nobody laughed.
I'm pretty sure everybody laughed. They just couldn't hear because you don't let nobody else up. I'm
Actually
sure
I do, but you're taking up a spot right now. I'm not
Jesus.
gonna lie.
Then how about you remove the dude who's not talking?
But these dudes are pretty cool. You're the
Bruh.
one talking, so I'm
I
listening
said
to
the
you,
one
but
who
you didn't make a personal statement. Idiocy. I don't like to talk to people that aren't intelligent. I didn't remove you. I didn't even touch the thing.
Oh wait, all right. You know, what did you say about women being more intelligent?
Women are more. No, I didn't say they were more intelligent. They actually
Not
the smartest
intelligent,
person in the world.
emotionally intelligent.
Yeah, they're way more emotionally
I think
intelligent.
you're wrong in that case because men are more. They tend to have more self-awareness. I've studied this actually. They have more self-awareness that prevents them from expressing that. But internally, it prevents them from expressing it, and to a point, it builds up. You know, that emotional
Mm.
intelligence is like it's big. It's big. They're actually very smart, but it's also their downfall. So women actually, the difference between them, in the case that this isn't nitpicking, by the way, this is more majority.
Hmm.
In the case that they have more outlets, they don't hold themselves back.
Even Trump was fucking telling me to get up, and I couldn't get up. Like, come on. I literally. All right. Now we just gotta wait for our first person.
We 6 years for it. We waited 6. Oh no. Yes. First ever boutique boat, Starbirds, is out now in early access. Find out more at the end. Many planet asteroids were only spotted at the last moment. And
been described by some as a Da Vinci for our time. What do you have to say about that? And what do you have to say about the fact that Stark Weapons is responsible for millions of deaths since World War II?
Oh boy, let me guess. Berkeley? Ms.
Miss Summer.
Well, well, it's in perfect world. It's the only one we got. I assure you the day weapons are no longer needed. You so happily transition manufacturing big hospital, big empaths,
You were what?
yeah, but not when I'm here before midwife, so. Okay.
Sorry, I don't laugh at jokes.
We got our first person, I think, Skipper. Let me just change up the description real quick and I'll let them up. All right, there we go. All right.
You've changed the description 3 times.
The title 3 times or description? Those are 2 different things.
Both, I think.
So which one did you come up here for?
I came to say that women have it much easier than boys.
Women have it much easier?
Yeah.
Which is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so why do you think that women have it easier though?
Because like if like a girl hits a boy, it's not illegal. But if a boy hits a girl, that's illegal.
Okay.
And also, why isn't there is there a Men's Day?
No.
Then how come women get Women's Day?
I don't know. That's a good point. All right.
Do you have any like?
My point set on why boys have it harder or men have it harder than females is mainly because they do more tougher roles and job in society, and they also go through more mental and physical pain throughout their life.
And also, I'm pretty sure women, when they like marry a man or just become like a girlfriend and boyfriend with a man, they expect them to get a job, cook, clean, and give money to them, but they don't do anything.
Exactly. All right.
Somebody else told me.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Okay, so basically, it's a girl, I think.
All right.
Sure.
Next person, Crazy Kathy.
I 100% agree with you.
You agree with me?
Yeah. I 100% agree with you because, like, you guys go into labor, which is pretty hard. Like, Us women don't do that.
Exactly.
And you guys have periods and everything. Like, if I had that, I would be crying my eyes out right now. Like, I feel so bad for you guys.
All right, then. Thank you for agreeing. Have a nice day. See, that might have been the first debate where the person agreed right away. I'm glad I'm glad I was able to convince someone on that the topic was right. Yeah, you're welcome. Let's load up the elf and see what they gotta say. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So do you agree or disagree with the topic?
Well, maybe like in the middle.
In the middle. Well, that's not what I asked. Is it you agree or you disagree? Or do you just not want to take a stance or
You can put somebody else.
okay. I guess I'll put you up then.
Hi.
Hello.
So they do not have it worse. They don't have it worse like at all because
Then who has it worse?
women do like the fuck.
Why do women have it worse?
Because it's kind of dumbass question this is. Get about.
Are you gonna answer it or are you just gonna So did I win the argument or the debate? Okay, I guess I won. I don't even know what happened there. You just stopped talking and I won. Haru. Oh, Skipper, I'll let you up again and see what you gotta say.
I was gonna ask if I could like be like an apprentice.
An apprentice?
Since I was supposed to.
Alright, you can stay up, but you just can't interrupt me a lot, alright?
Okay, I won't interrupt. I'll like back you up though.
Okay, that's fine, yeah. Person.
Yo, bro, nah, I genuinely think like women's have it way worse, bro.
How so?
How so? Like, in the past, they used to have way
In
worse.
the past. But we're talking about the
Yeah,
present.
now,
We're not
also,
talking
like,
about the
Can I
past.
butt in real quick?
wait, hold up. Let me talk, bro. Let me put my statement first, bro. Like now also the most sexual crime is always against women, bro.
Okay, so you're saying that most essays against women. Is that all?
Nah, way more, bro.
What
And
other
maybe
crimes?
wait,
What other
hold up.
crimes?
In Europe and America, they might have like freedom, but there's so many countries that still it's like underdeveloped, bro. They still doesn't have so much rights.
Okay, so to go against what you said, do you know that 70% of crimes committed by women are not taken seriously in the justice system and are usually thrown away in court because they're a woman? What do you have to say on that?
Now that's a law that's a law false, bro. You have to understand, women are women, bro. Women are like, way better than man.
What? Your accent's like.
What?
Sorry. What do
Yeah,
you say?
wait, hold up. Let me explain. Let me elaborate, bro. So the thing I'm saying is like women is way better, bro.
Why? Why are they way better?
Because men's are not better. That's why women's are better, bro.
Women also caused a lot of how do I say this? A lot of men to take their own life as well.
Yeah, but like if you still see the global trend, it's still men who do more crimes, bro.
Men do more crimes, but men commit those
But
crimes
also, like,
against themselves. I'm
Can
sorry.
I say
So how does
And
that?
women's, bro.
No, it's most of the crimes that you're saying are committed against men. There's only one crime that's mostly committed against women, which is SA. Every other crime is committed
Yeah,
against
wait,
men.
hold up.
And men
I
commit
have
those
something to
crimes.
say, bro. Since men's commit
Yeah,
crime against men, that's their fault, bro. That's their skill issue.
So it's
Can I
both of their
speak?
fault. So it's the men's fault that are
Yo,
involved
Penguin,
in the
bro,
crime.
hold up. Wait, what do you
You're
mean,
not
bro?
making
Say
sense
again.
right now. You're not making sense right now. Someone
I
robs your
say
house.
it again, bro. Calm
If
down.
someone,
Wait, calm
if
down,
so-
bro. Say.
I'm trying to tell you something.
Wait,
Stop
bro. Let
interrupting me.
the host talk.
Okay.
Let the host talk, bro. Okay, now say it, bro.
I said, if someone robs your house, is it your fault?
Now, low key, if it's man, it's
Exactly.
man's fault, bro. If it's woman,
Exactly.
it's nice, bro.
You're just saying
It's
random
like cool
stuff
if
to
it's
be
women.
up here. The only thing you can name is SA, and that was literally it. And now you're saying that. Now when I bring up that
Wait,
most of the
can I
crimes
also
committed
say-
by
can I
men
say
are committed against other men. All right, what's up?
Can I say something to that person?
All right, sure.
The only reason that I was saying that we have it worse is because of also if you guys become like married, girlfriend, couple, whatever you call it, and then the girl just expects you to cook for her, give her money, work to give her the money, buy whatever they want.
All right, I think let's bring up the next person. This
Hi, so you guys do agree that men have it worse, right?
Yeah.
And can you tell me why you say that?
So men have it worse because they do more difficult jobs and roles in society. They also experience more mental and physical pain throughout their life, more than women.
I've actually been in a car accident because a woman was driving.
Well, to be fair, I agree with like the work part because like, yeah, I'm not gonna argue on that. Men do a lot of very hard jobs, but I don't know about physical and mental pain because I think women go through just as much. And
Actually, I think
but anyway, my point is that
Wait,
how do I say this? Basically, one of the clearest clearest examples of inequality in the gender pay gap is in many countries women do earn less than men for the same work, and most of the time like the gap isn't really due to lack of ability, but was because oh my gosh, you're actually funny, bro, I promise.
By the way, you know pay. You know no, hold up. Do you know pay gaps?
Let
Like
me talk, please. I was trying to talk.
no.
Sorry.
That's not
The
how
gap
debate
isn't really
works.
due to lack of. The
I'm
gap
trying
isn't
to
really
just.
due to lack. The gap isn't really due to the lack of ability, but that's because women's work is seen as like a lot less reliable and stuff like
That's
that.
not true. The only reason there's a wage pay gap is because the women do less work than the men, and then they get paid less. That's just how you simply can put it. And that's the most reason for pay gaps in different countries. Because women go into men dominated fields and expect to get paid the same amount as men for less work. Because they do less work in those
but
jobs.
I'm not talking about things like male work. I'm talking about things like any other job that anyone can study for the same amount and do the same as any other gender. Is
Like
what I'm talking about. Like
what
Bro,
job?
can you stop with the soundboard, bro? I can't hear anything.
What job? I'm asking.
Like medical fields and like small businesses, like not stuff you have to go to school for exactly, but things like working at restaurants, cafes, and business like
Can
that.
you prove? Can you prove the medical field one? Can you prove the fact that? No, I want to. What's your source? I'm just curious. Because you said that in medical fields, men get paid more. So can you give me an example of men getting paid more in like nurses than females? Because I don't believe that one bit.
Can you give me an example of male-dominated fields you're talking about?
The male-dominated fields like construction, cave miners, oil rig workers, engineers, law enforcement workers, firefighters. Like those are a bunch of. Those are a bunch of ones.
Law enforcement, is that like
law enforcement is 80% male. So yeah, pretty dominated job in the male.
So sorry, I'm a bit confused. Is law enforcement like working as an actual lawyer, or is that like a job?
Law enforcement is a police officer.
Oh, and what else did you say other than police officer?
I said firefighters, construction workers, oil rig workers, engineers.
Okay, but an engineer can be done by anyone. That requires a certain amount of what is Rakaichen? I get what you mean with like law enforcement and
Any job can be
construction
done by
workers. That's
anyone.
very value. That's like very reasonable, right? But I don't understand what you mean for the part of
Any job
engineering.
can be done by anyone. It's the fact that more
So
males go into those jobs, making it seem like a male-dominated job. If females were to do construction back then, the stereotype today would be that females do construction. It's just a matter
but
who
they
goes
couldn't do
into
it
the
back
job.
then. Yeah, well, they couldn't do it back then because of inequality.
Okay. We're talking
And
about the
also,
present.
like, I do agree that women do face higher risk of like gender-based violence and harassment because, you know, like many women have to change how they dress or where they go or what time they go out to simply feel safe, and the constant like concern kind of just affects their whole life. So yeah, what do you think of that?
What I think on that? That's for
Yeah.
that's like in only major cities though. Pretty much where most of these crimes happen, which can influence like
Yeah, well,
smaller
I mean,
cities and smaller
there's a
towns.
lot of major cities.
There's a lot of major cities. Can you name me 10 major cities in a single country? If there's a lot of major cities, there should be at least a lot of major cities in a single country. Can you name me 10?
It's like everywhere stuff happens, actually.
Everywhere stuff happens. So if we're gonna mention crimes at all, can we talk about how 70% of crimes committed by women are not taken seriously in the justice system and are usually thrown away in court because they're a woman? 70% of crimes.
Like
all crimes.
And do you mean the crimes committed by women are things such as like murder by
Anything.
women, like
anything?
Like
all
I
crimes,
don't think
as I
those
said.
get taken just as seriously though. Can you give me an example of it not taking that seriously?
Give you an example.
Yeah, of a crime by a woman that's not taken seriously.
Let me. Like abuse, probably against a male.
Oh, that gets taken just as serious. Wait, to be
No,
honest,
that
it
would
doesn't.
not. That would not. That would not get taken
Yeah, it
seriously
does.
at all.
It doesn't, but I was gonna
So,
say
yeah.
it. Okay, but so what about like the other crimes and stuff? What about
other crimes?
Yeah.
Like what? What were you gonna say?
Like what else do women not get taken seriously for?
Probably like a lot of crimes, but like I could say fraud probably, because most of the time people think males steal stuff, and women probably wouldn't get taken as seriously as males would for fraud.
Okay.
Same thing for false accusations against males, which is a crime. They won't get taken seriously in those scenarios. Oh, and as soon as I mentioned that, they left. All right, next person. Let's just try to have a civil debate.
Okay, I'm gonna have a civil debate here. So
Do you agree or disagree, first of all?
well, I don't think they have it way worse. I think they're both genders equally have difficulties.
How so?
Because, okay, I'll just ask you a question. Simple question. What is something that a man goes through that a woman does not go through?
That's more painful than... Okay, I can name something that's more painful than birth, which is called testicular torsion. It is more painful than birth.
Not based on genitals. Not based on genitals. Like something they do that happens.
Something that happens?
Oh my god. This is like every time I bring this up, they always bring up testicles. Like, we're not talking about that. Or childbirth. Like, ignore childbirth.
What is something that a woman can, like, just
What
flip
is
the
something that a
question around.
man does that happens to a man? That happens to a man that a woman doesn't go through.
A woman does. What would... Okay, I can't really think of one. What would one be for a woman?
Nothing, because every single human being can go through the same thing.
Oh.
Exactly. So it means they're equally.
So we're just talking about naturally. Okay. I'm talking about in actual society, not just naturally.
Well, same in society. Things happen to both genders.
Men
what is something
obviously
that
have
happens
it
to a
worse.
man in society that doesn't happen to a woman?
Something that can happen to a man in society? Well, there's
that doesn't happen to a woman.
Obviously there's a very high more taking their own life rates than women, if you think about it.
Yeah, but women still take their lives. That doesn't mean anything. women still take their lives.
Women still
You're,
take their
you're,
lives.
you're saying it in a way that only men take their lives, making it worse for
I
them.
said men take their
Women
lives
also
way
do.
more than women. I didn't say women take their lives at all.
Yes, but that doesn't make men have it worse because women also.
How
take
does
their
it
lives.
not make them have it worse? They're taking their lives way more than women. If there's a drastic difference between the two, then there's obviously one side having
Yes,
it worse than the
not all,
other.
yeah, but not all men have suicidal thoughts.
Not all men have suicidal thoughts.
Yes, and not
But a
all
lot
women.
more, a lot
You're
more
saying
men.
all men have it worse. The way you're saying it is that's what you're saying.
I just said men have it way worse. I did not say all men.
Men.
Where
men.
where
Men
does
is
it
plural.
where
Men
in the
is
title
plural.
does it say all?
Men is plural, dude. Men is plural.
Men is plural.
Yes, that's
So I
plural.
put.
Did you go to school?
So about women have it way
Some
worse.
men have it worse.
I mean
Yes,
all women.
Some men have it worse. I agree. Some men have it worse,
Hold
but
up,
also
I'm
some
searching it
women
up
have
right
it worse.
now.
If you search up does men or women have it worse, they'll say they're not
That's
going
not
to
what I'm
answer that
searching
question
up.
for you. That's purely based on opinion.
That's not what I'm searching up.
Okay, well, what are you searching up?
Oh.
Oh, wait,
Okay,
what-
so obviously you don't even know what you're
have
talking about because you said men means all men, which it does not. Men means a singular person, while all men means all the men. So obviously you're completely lost and just trying to make up any random debate to stay relevant in the argument. So have a nice day. Next person.
I keep hearing this argument of like the rates of taking yourself, and it's like, did you actually look up how many of those men have resources and actually use them resources? Because every time with this argument, and the argument is so flawed because it's like y'all don't use the resources y'all have available, or y'all put a stigma on.
If you're talking about taking their own lives, yes, men do use the resources, but they find that they aren't useful, which leads into more depressing things. So, which means you're completely manipulating the view. Men do use the resources that are given to them. It just doesn't work out for them, which leads them to go into substance abuse.
So my thing is, if it doesn't work for them, isn't that an individual thing? Because I know people who've used the resources and it's worked. There can't be a reason why women use the resources and it works.
What resources are you talking about?
Therapy, mental health services,
exactly.
The hotline, prevention.
Most men take these, or most men do these, and it doesn't work for them.
Yeah, because that's an individual problem. It doesn't mean it's a systematic problem because it works.
How is half a million people an individual problem? You're not getting anywhere with this.
I am. You're not even letting me explain.
Well, how is no? Explain to me how 500,000 people is an individual problem. That is not even close.
So if you use Amazon, right, and you don't get you pay for a product and you don't get your product, is that an Amazon problem or is that your problem?
That's not even close to the argument at all. That's
No,
not even that.
But
that is
answer
not
my
even.
question.
That is not even a good.
Answer my question.
That is not even a good thing at all. Not even.
Answer my question.
That's not a good metaphor.
Answer my question.
I'm not answering the question because it's not a good metaphor towards the argument.
It's an individual. I'm trying to make it a metaphor, but you're not. It's not.
You're saying it's one singular person. 500,000 people is way more than a singular person. So at this point, you're just.
Somebody's using
at this
all
point,
of
you're
those
just acting.
resources.
At this point, you just have the intelligence under a 5th grader, and you don't know what you're talking about. So you gotta go. People saying I'm losing, but they don't even bring up a valid argument is kind of crazy.
Okay, so I'm on. So okay, I somewhat agree with what you say. I want to debate something. In my opinion, they both have it bad. Men don't have it worse, nor do women. Because why? Let's say a lot of people say, "Oh, women have it bad because they have body dysmorphia and stuff." So do men. Women are not the only ones that get overweight or underweight.
Exactly.
And they have problems with, I don't know,
Did I mute him or did he get VC banned? Oh, we got VC banned. Oh my god. As soon as bro started going into it as well. Dang. All right, I'm sorry. Okay, we're restarting the argument. Do not mention anything about taking their own life. Just completely new,
Hi.
fresh. Hello.
So you said don't bring up anything?
I
that
said
just
we could.
happened?
I said we start from scratch. So what do you believe?
I believe that is equal.
Why do you
That
believe this?
the things that happen to men can also happen to women.
The things that can happen to men. So obviously, there's some things that can happen only to men, and some things that can only happen to women.
Yep. Yeah, but there's also stuff that can happen to both, right? That's so it makes it equal. Like what?
No.
Yes.
Okay, so
If a woman gets stabbed,
so
a
what?
man can also get stabbed in that same area.
Stabbed. That's not what I'm talking about. Talking about pain that can only like. Okay, so why do you believe that is equal?
Testicular torsion or getting kicked in the balls. There's so many things that women go through.
Like what?
Childbirth, periods.
Testicular torsion is more painful than childbirth and periods combined. It's been proven.
How do you know that? What?
According
Do you
so
have a
according to
period?
science.gov, it is literally the
I would love
most
to see
painful
you
thing.
shed an organ. I would love to see you shed an organ.
Shed an
You're
organ. It's
literally
literally
bleeding from
more
an organ,
painful
right?
than both.
Okay, I agree. Testicular torsion
Stop
can be
freaking
extremely
doing that.
painful. But oh my god, I need to turn this off.
Like, okay, whatever.
What?
Anyways,
Shed an organ.
Whatever. Okay, let's just go back. Let's just go back to let's ignore the things that happen to men that don't happen to women. What about women that can't show their skin in public or get killed for going to school or just
Get
walking on the
killed
street?
for going to school. And what
Yes.
countries
Have
are
you
these
not heard of
happening in?
What?
What
there's
countries are
literally
these?
the whole book about it. This woman.
What countries are these happening
Clearly
in?
you're from the US. Clearly you're from the US. Am I correct?
No, I'm not even close to the U.S. I'm asking what countries
from?
they're happening in. This
Where
is
do
a
you live?
global
Where do you live
debate.
then?
You're
Where
solely
do you
basing
live?
this off
Where
the
do you
Middle
live?
East. Does it matter where I
do
live?
you
No. Okay. Where is
curious.
it? Where countries are these happening in? I'm curious right now. You brought this up. Now
Okay,
you're
you live in
trying to
Europe. You live in
shift the
Europe.
focus away from it. What countries are
Wait.
these happening in?
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
just take a deep breath, have a civil
What do you
conversation.
mean take a deep breath? You're the one who brought up something and
know,
now
you
you
just
can't
need
even
to
back
breath.
it up.
There-
You can't even back it up and you brought up something. I don't even know why you're
No, I
debating if you
can't back
can't
it
even
up.
back up your point.
There
I'm
is
asking
there are
what countries are these happening in?
hundreds of women in
What
South
country?
Africa. There are,
South Africa.
Let me speak, please. Let me speak. Let me speak. There are hundreds of women in South Africa being murdered by men.
Hundreds. Like 100 people?
No, oh my god.
Like
You-
Iran, bro.
Yeah,
Iran. Iran.
Afghanistan women can't even show
No,
their
no, no.
skin.
Yeah, there was a whole book about this lady who went on a school bus to try to go to school, and raiders came on the bus and shot her in the eye because she's a woman trying to go to school.
Okay. So do you know in most of these countries, only little boys are brought into child labor and are forced to work at a young age?
Okay.
Okay.
And then the women are
and
housewives,
they're abused in
and they
these
can't leave
jobs.
the house.
Women are raped.
They cannot leave the
They're
house.
abused.
Women are raped. So
Oh, I
that's
can't say
your
that.
that's your standpoint.
Okay.
Literally the
Let's just
little
go back.
boys the little boys in these jobs die if they don't do the job properly. So
Women get killed for walking on the street, dude.
in these countries,
So no, they don't even have a chance. They don't
you're
even have a
getting so
chance.
you're going so low going into these undeveloped countries, and you can only
You're
name
going
like
so low too.
you
What do
can you can only name 2 countries, by the way, that this is happening in, which is a
wait, let me see.
minority in the entire world. This isn't happening to everybody in the world. So obviously you need to bring up some minority just to have a chance.
I have 10 countries right here. Not countries.
You have 10 countries. Name them all right now.
Okay, there is. I don't even know how to pronounce these. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Saudi
America.
Arabia, Iran. Oh, what is this? How do you say that?
Iran's wrong. It's
Afghanistan.
happening to everybody in Iran. So continue.
Girl, get out. Okay. Afghanistan. How do you pronounce that?
Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Wrong again.
Sudan
Like, come on.
and Maldives.
Do
Where
you
are
live
getting-
there? Is that how
What
you
what
know?
sources
Where do you live? Where do you
what
live?
sources
You're not
are you
answering the
what source are you getting this from? Google
Where do
AI?
you think, bro?
Google AI?
No. Where are you getting your sources from?
Yeah, where are you
No.
getting your sources
Where
from?
are you
Ross?
getting the source from?
The only
Why
point
you?
you have made.
The fact
is that
is that you're no. I'm gonna have to remove you. The fact is that you every time I ask you a question, you literally try to shift it onto me. Where are you getting your sources from for these 10 countries? I'm actually curious. I'm on a website. What is it called? What's the website? I'm gonna go on there right now and see if this is true. I'm not letting you up again. You have been so disrespectful throughout the entire debate, and you keep interrupting me and trying to shift the questions I ask onto me. I won the argument, by the way. I wasn't even halfway through my point. And you have to go so low to mention third world countries like Afghanistan. You lost, that's why. I'm not even gonna fall for this rage bait anymore. You literally lost the argument as soon as you started shifting questions on me. Oh. Like, it's actually funny. Every time I ask you a question, every time I ask them a question, they would literally just shift it onto me. I'd ask them, where are you getting your source from? They'd be like, oh no, where are you getting your sources from? Like, that's not how a debate works. I'm sorry. You're so unintelligent. Whatever makes you feel big and strong. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, I have the website. What's the website? What's the website? Let us up. If you name the website, yeah.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. It is literally on Google. If you go on Google, there's a website. It's
Oh
called
my god. It's literally Google AI. I told you. Yeah. You're getting banned. You literally use Google AI. Goodbye, unintelligent person. Yeah, you're probably their friend in the background, so I'm getting you out of here too. Like, come on. She literally mentioned Google AI, and I knew it was over. Oh.
Hello.
Hello?
I agree with you because men have to worry about being a true Adam, an Adam-like, and being a Chad-like.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, though. I gotta let up the next person.
Okay, so I believe that men and women both experience bad things. It's equal. No gender has it worse.
Okay.
Why do you think men have it worse than women?
I think men have it worse than women because they do more tougher roles and jobs in society. They also experience more mental and physical pain throughout their life more than women.
Yeah, okay. So for the tougher jobs, that's a that's like who set that system up? Who set that standard up?
You say this every
Like
I say
a lot
you
of
guys
men.
you guys say this every time who set that system up, but it in the end of the day, at the end of the day, men are still doing the harder jobs, which kind of
Yeah,
proves my
because they're
point.
expected to.
Yeah, but it kind of proves my point that men do the harder jobs in society, which means they have it worse
Yeah,
than the
because
jobs at all
because
in just particular.
men are more likely to do the okay. It's because of the stereotypical rule that women should be in the kitchen and men should be working.
No one said women have to be
Nobody
in the
is forcing
kitchen.
them.
No one said women has to be in the kitchen. In fact, that's such an outdated
Are you-
stereotype. People only bring it up if
Yeah,
they're rage
it's
baiting.
but why are people still saying that then?
Because they're rage baiting in most arguments you go into. If that's what you're trying to mention here. Besides,
No.
women are way more useful than just the kitchen. If you
Yeah.
think, yeah, like, but obviously women don't take these opportunities and opportunities go into these jobs because they just don't believe they have a chance in the job.
Okay.
Okay,
Like-
then. So
I really I mean okay. I mean, I think okay, periods are like a different
Periods?
subject. No, I'm reading the comments. I'm not saying anything about periods because it's
Oh.
subjective. You know, but also the testicle torsion thing.
testicular torsion, yeah.
It's
What
just,
about it?
yeah, thank you. So what do you think okay, why do you think it's worse than giving birth to a child?
So according to science.gov, which they have a list of the top 100 most painful things you can experience on the planet, birth is in second place and testicular torsion is above birth. Which would
Yeah,
mean it was
okay.
yeah. Which
Let
hence
me see. What's the
science.gov. It might take you a while to find the article, but it's yeah. Oh, it's on the website.
Okay, so using oh wait, no, that's a news thing. Never mind. That's not a source. Sorry. No, I'm not talking about your thing.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
worry.
Anyways, it is more painful because it also has a higher death rate than birth does. Even though more people give birth a year than people getting testicular torsion does have a higher death rate than birth does.
Yeah, okay. I think that then using that argument that a lot like it's more women I mean sorry. I think using that argument that more women experience childbirth than men experience testicular torsion, that I feel like that's more like an equal thing. Because just because it's more painful, the childbirth, even though childbirth is on the second thing, is on the second most painful.
Yeah.
And it's more likely to happen, then I feel like that it's kind of equal, you know? Not necessarily on pain level, but I think they're both equal comparisons.
Equal comparisons.
Like
I'll
this
just
is
I'll just I'll
sorry.
just I'll just I'll just leave that one. I'll just leave that one.
Yeah, okay. I feel like
Hold up, I want to hear. Hold up, I have to go do something. I'm gonna let this guy debate you. I'm sorry.
okay, you're good. Oh, he.
Never mind. Oh
Where
my
did he
god.
go?
He freaking. I don't know where he went. He left. Anyways, is that all? Or do you have
Yeah, I
more?
mean, again, I feel like that men and women both have their own struggles, but again, it's just equal, you know.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
All right,
Yeah,
you
I
have
know
a
what you
good
mean.
day.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Bye. Next person is Oil Rose.
Hello.
Hi.
Why do you think men have it worse?
I believe men have it worse because they do more tougher roles and jobs in society, and they also experience more physical and mental pain throughout their life more than women do.
Yeah, but we're all human beings.
We're all human beings.
So I think we can all
Okay.
feel pain and stuff, but yeah, I'm not doing this.
Okay. I want. All right, chat. I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. I seriously got nothing else to do, but I don't have anyone else to debate. I might just, yeah. All right. Let's just end the stream for now.